As you can see, there are various icons for the user to choose from. These are bespoke for each project and can include any variation. The user simply touches any of the icons to be guided through to the next segment. Here we see an example of diary meetings that have been entered by a member of staff, so the end user can easily see via the calendar section when their meetings are, what they need to take to the meetings or events, etc. Reminders with alarms can also be sent. Here we enter the chat icon and see a list of contacts that includes staff such as tutors, mentors, caseworkers, whatever their requirement may be, and perhaps family and friends. Here we have the check-in section. This is a very useful tool to allow users to be able to take a photo of themselves perhaps, or possibly of their coursework or the location of the event they are checking into. This then goes along with the Choose an Activity on the drop-down. These lists are bespoke for each project. The user then has the option to type a message in the message box or even leave an audio message. So this could be from the end user, the teacher, mentor, or tutor that wants to leave a message for the caseworker, etc. Whomever the drop-down user activity is directed to will receive the message, written or audio, as well as geolocation and timestamp of where they were when they checked in. Even if they don't have connectivity, 3G, Wi-Fi, etc., this will still log, then update and send the check-in to the required member of staff once they are back online again. The rewards section on Socrates is a way the end users can be rewarded with your choice of rewards. These can be anything. Virtual points that can add towards a reward or prize, 2-for-1 offers, perhaps for completing some training, learning, or a course. These can be manually entered by authorized staff members. This is the feedback section. This area is again customized for each project, allowing feedback on whatever it may be. As an example, you can see the feedback is dealing with the quality of the training session, and the user can award feedback marks for whatever it may be. On here you can see quality of session, quality of tutor, location, level of progress the user is making, as well as other areas for feedback. On the resource section, this can be a list of websites that contain relevant information to the user. There could also be PDF static information for the users to be able to gain access to at the touch of a button. We can also integrate and support existing systems such as case management software. This is a great way to be able to give end users access to information without them having to send emails or make phone calls to staff asking the same questions time after time, such as, how do I gain access to something, or what time does something start, or what date is an event, etc. Everything can easily be accessed by this resource list. As you can see, we have easy access here to the NHS A to Z conditions and treatments page, again allowing staff to be more efficient and less repetitive. We return back to the icon page and on to email. This is another good way to maintain contact between users and staff. And here we have the Documents area, where users have access to an agreed library of tools to help create projects, write resumes, business plans, job applications, carry out homework, etc. Here we have examples of application forms integrated within this version. Office tools can be made available. The Help section allows end users to request help in various areas. Each drop-down links to a separate department or staff member or central help desk. This is set up specific to each new project so the correct staff member receives only the relevant requests and can time manage their responses. There is an area here for the user to insert a contact number and any other details. When they send the request, it is time-stamped with the place where they were when the request was submitted, even if there is no connectivity available. Now we move on to the study area, where we will discover more unique selling points that Socrates offers. So from the Socrates home screen, I click Study, and this brings us through to Nimble, which is the Socrates study component. This is where you will find learning modules for subjects such as literacy, numeracy, IT skills, employability and personal development skills, and other learning opportunities as well. This library screen shows all the modules that have been assigned to this particular customer. All I need to do is enter one of these and I can start learning. First, I'm going to have a quick look in ICT and refresh my memory on how to format my resume. So I can read through the guidance here. Okay, I'm happy with that. I remember it well. I'm now going through to the end of unit screen and just make a note that I am really confident with this. So I use the menu here to come back out to the main library screen, and I'm going to enter a different learning module now. I'm going to look at the math section. So here I am in math, and I am looking at the menu for basic skills. I've been advised to brush up on my addition and subtraction, so that's where I'm heading. To start off, I can watch a video lesson, and this will remind me of the method. So now I enter the practice quiz, and I can practice what I have just learned. This green bar on the menu shows that I have made progress. I have watched the lesson and I have tried the practice quiz, so now I'm going to head to the end of unit page here. I've already tried the test and this has given me the performance score that you see in the blue bar here. So I can try the test again if I want to beat this score. I can also do the self-evaluation here so I can rate myself on my level of confidence and understanding and how hard I worked on this material. All of this data, progress, performance, and self-evaluation, will be sent to my tutor or mentor. When they log into Nimble, this will appear on their dashboard. Now I've logged into the tutor view on my computer and I can see all my groups, all the modules they are working on, and all of their learning data. I click Student Data on the publication Step Up ICT, and this takes me into a view of the data for the whole group, a summary of the data. And within this, I can click on any individual and see how they are doing within this module. The green bar indicates their progress, how many activities they have completed. The blue diamond shows their end-of-unit test score, and for each unit within the module, they will also have completed a self-evaluation. Behind each bar, you can see a bar showing the group average. Similarly, you can see a lighter blue diamond showing the group average performance score as well. So you can see at a glance how this individual is doing compared with the whole group. We can also isolate the group averages and just look at them on their own if we only want a snapshot of how the group is doing. Again, here you can have progress scores, performance scores, and your self-evaluation scores. If I'm interested in how the learners are doing on a particular part of the module, I can also look at this data unit by unit as well. So here you can see all the data for the section on communication within the ICT module. If I want to look at a different module, I go back to the dashboard. So now instead of looking at the learner data, I'm going to look at the module itself. I click Read Now to enter the module, and here I can see the same content and the same features the learner sees on their device or on the web. I can review the content and see what they've been working on. I can check for different activities I want them to complete, and I can also try some of those activities myself. At any time, I can come out of the module and go back to the dashboard and see the overview for all my groups and all my modules.